I was really depressed. Marriage was broken up. I didn't know anybody, and I was told that there was a group congregating for men in sheds. Well, the biggest thing for me is to actually get out of my flat and meet new people. Men in Sheds has helped me to realise that there's a whole new world out there with people that care. I've not looked back since. I've come out of my depression. I don't get it as often. I still get it from time to time, but if I get depressed, I come up here and then just talk to the colleagues.
We work very closely with the CCG and the local authority and providers as well as commissioners. We spend a lot of time trying to say there's an awful lot that goes on in the community that actually has the biggest impact, probably greater than an awful lot of that big investment that goes into the acute services. But trying to get people to see and understand that is really difficult. So when we were looking to see where should building health partnerships go, we thought that by providing those examples and showing real community activity that very often is very informal, but they have the most fantastic impact on people. And whether that's actually about keeping fit or whether it's about just having a good laugh and having fun and not realising that it's having a fantastic impact on your mental health, doesn't matter. It's just the fact that actually it's happening, and we need to make sure it continues to happen.
We've got a relationship with the local surgery. They've got a young lass down there that she'll find people who she thinks that fit that criteria, and then she'll refer them to ourselves, and then we'll look at their file, and then we'll go from there and see how we can support them.
I've been depressed for a long time with Parkinson. To feel like I do makes you feel that you're useful again. Do something good for the community and give something back real. Biggest difference for me has been that I'm not as useless as I thought I was. That people can help one another. That friendship, you can bond.
I'd moved from Manchester 5 years ago, didn't know anybody, obviously no friends, very limited family up here, and I just knew nobody. It was terrible, so I thought I'll start running, do something to get out.
You can choose to walk or run with a dedicated leader, and that person will take you on a dedicated mile route, so it could be anything between 1 and 6 miles.
I have got a lot fitter with it. Lost in total I'd say about 3 stone. But I think more than anything, it's the mental aspect and actually meeting people.
FitMums is really keen to promote mental health wellbeing. They're also building up links with mental health awareness teams like Mind and people like that, especially in new mums. So they have a In the Pink scheme for brand new mums who suffer maybe from postnatal depression and perhaps have changed their lifestyle and become new mums and no longer work and don't have that support group.
Obviously with having children, your social life just plummets massively. So I was terrified of seeing new people because I've had anxiety worries. As I was doing it, I was like, I'm doing it, I'm running with other people. It does sound cliche, but it's true, it has changed my life. Because I have friends here now, I feel like I belong here now, I'm not an outsider.
The Sancton Smashers, it's a table tennis group particularly aimed at, I suppose, older people. When we moved here originally, the post office was open, and so we met an awful lot of people by just popping into the post office, and if we didn't meet them in the post office, we might have met them in the pub. Now the only people you might meet is the ones who are going out dog walking, and you're likely to know the dog's name rather than the person's name. So if you have something like this, you actually do get to know a lot of people and make friends with a lot of people.
On a Monday afternoon when it's raining, you know, and you're at home and you probably haven't seen anybody, and you think, oh, table tennis, and I just really enjoy it.
A group, whether it's a table tennis group or some other kind of group, is this feeling that people are not alone. That it can be very difficult to take that first step over the threshold and see if the group's right for you. But I think if people could take that first step, they would often find that they get a very big warm welcome, and that will give them a little buzz once they finish their session, and they should feel sort of much better, much happier.
At one of our partnership events, we did a session about looking at outcomes and what are the kind of outcomes that matter. So as a result of that workshop, we pulled together the key outcomes that different audiences and different organisations would be interested in. So if you're a health commissioner, what kind of outcomes are you most interested in? If you're a member of the public or a local voluntary sector group, what are the outcomes that you're really interested in? And together we co-produced that framework, and that framework is what we've put into the report that those community groups are sort of measured against. We're already seeing the benefit of working in partnership in this way across this broader geography, because we're actually seeing groups sharing the learning, sharing things that they've done, and helping to support new community groups to get set up and to kind of have that wider impact. As a result of this piece of work, we're hoping to have that a consistent framework around which that we can all work when we're looking at the community groups and the benefit and impact. But also we want to continue the opportunities for sharing and learning. So by hosting an annual event and bringing those groups together, because some of the relationships that have been built through this programme have already started to bear really great fruit. And actually by bringing people together on an annual basis from across Humber, Coast and Vale, actually there's an opportunity to share some of the exciting things that people are doing, and we want to keep that and we want to continue that over the coming years.